Hence, doing retreats together is very beautiful. You know, when you are assigned a Dharma position, a committee member, a volunteer, whatever, or you're working in a department, do you know you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opportunity to get to know so many people and to understand their pain and their suffering, which is not so different than yours, and to stop focusing on yourself. And then when you understand them better, when you actually get together for a retreat, when you walk in and say, oh, that person has that problem. This one has that problem. Oh, that one has like that. Oh, that one's even worse than mine. Ayo, I wonder if his mother's okay. Ayo, his grandmother just passed away. Ayo. So your problem becomes less and smaller for the moment. And then when you do retreats, etc., you're not sitting there saying, etc., me. May my problems be solved. Also, may his problem, may their problem, may her problem, may this group's problem, may their family's problem. You know what happens when you do group retreat? Let me explain. Your mind opens up. That's why I said earlier in my conversation, for lay people and beginners, it's very good to do group things like you're doing now. That's why we need a big gompa. Why? It teaches you to appreciate, even don't take your own case individualistically. Do you know why? Because there are people with bigger problems than you. And that's the beauty of doing retreats together. So when we're in the position of doing a Dharma center and we're volunteering, you never quit and run. If you quit and run, if you don't do your job well, you know what it's signifying to yourself? That you're making your passions and you individualistic. No one in samsara has a bigger problem than you, more attached than you. You're the most attached one. The whole world has to forgive you because you're the most attached one. That's not right. You're not the most attached one. There are people more attached than you, but you're using that as an excuse not to do your duty. So hence, if you have a duty in a spiritual center, you should do it all the way without being pushed, without being coerced, without being reminded, without being scolded, without asking for sympathy from hundreds of people. Oh, but I want to do, what should I do? Oh my God. So whenever you're upset, you think, kata. Or you think, let's not make it individual. Because if you keep thinking kata, you want to strangle them, you know what happens? You strangle yourself. Because you become more depressed, unhappy, you become more angry, you become bitter, and you go away. And you give up. Because the kata you put on other people becomes your own kata, and it gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And that's what I'd like to share with everybody. That's the beauty of our center. That's the beauty of my style. But I'm here to give you a Dharma talk. And this Dharma talk will penetrate your minds because I'm telling you the truth, and I'm telling you that something that pervades everyone. It's not just one person or two persons, it's everyone. And if you really do, as I have shared with you, if you really do it, I guarantee you, you'll feel some release. And you'll become better and better and better. I guarantee you. Because Buddha's teachings are designed to make harmony and happiness. They're not designed to create more strife. Now, so when you're given an assignment in a Dharma center, you never give up. You never ever give up. You do all the way. Do you know why? Not because if you bring this amount of people in Dharma, you get to heaven. If you don't, somebody over there, Saint Vajragini say, how many people you brought in? And you're like, 4. Back to the shit farm for you. Excuse the lingo. No, it's not like that. It's not about how many people you bring in and you go to heaven. It's not about if you don't bring them in or you share with other people, you go to hell, or God's not going to protect you, or Buddha's going to hurt you. If Buddha's going to hurt you because you're nice to other people in other religions and you share food and you're close to them, if Buddha's going to hurt you because of that, hello, he's not a Buddha. You know why? I'm like that. I've got anger. I'm jealous. I'm prejudiced. I like this. I'm racist. I'm all those things. If God's like that, why am I praying to myself? Why am I praying to myself? I don't need to pray to myself. I can bless myself. Slap. Let's be more angry. I can do a lot of ugly things myself. I can punish people. I don't need to, have lightning strike someone's house. I can go there and put petrol and light it. Da-da-da, the end. And if worst comes to worst, kata. I didn't need a God or a Buddha that scares me and punishes me and threatens me and tells me that I can only be nice to people that are in my religion, my denomination, and then my church, this church. That's it. Everybody else is going to hell. Oh, please. Please, I've got enough suffering. I need a lot of previous life regression, hypnotherapy. I need a lot of physiotherapy. I need a lot of help. Don't add that to me and then tell me God and Buddha's like that. Please. I don't need that. I've got enough stress in my life. I want a Buddha and a God that's nice, that loves me for me, that will be my friend, that I can be nice to any religion and marry anybody and eat food with anybody. And you know, if he's Jewish, I go to his wedding, I put on the little yarmulke, and I also, you know, show respect to Torah, and I won't go to hell. I like a God that's like that. Because that's how God should be in my projection. Because if he's not, like I said, why should I pray to myself? I don't need to pray to myself. I'm evil and prejudiced already. I've got enough anger. Look at me. I don't need that. I need a God that's my friend. Yes, I need a friend. Not a friend, a friend. That's a little child in me coming out again. Friend. Okay, now, so, if you don't make it individualistic, you will change. You know what happens? Your relationship with everybody around you, especially the immediate people, gets better. If you go to a Dharma center, you have a guru, and you go to a church, you have a pastor, you know, if you have all that, you know what's the first sign of it? You get along with people that you don't get along with usually. That's the first sign. Otherwise, what's all the mantras you're reciting? What's all the Bible reading you're doing? What's all the pray, you know? What's all that? Why do all that and you can't even get along with the people you don't get along with? The first sign that you're becoming spiritual, whatever religion you are, the first sign that you've accepted your guru, you have guru devotion, is you get along with people you don't get along with and you stop controlling them. That's the first sign. And if you don't do that, whatever you do will not be successful. Why? Look at your track record until now. Prove yourself right. It's like that. So therefore, when we're together doing a retreat like this, when we do Dharma work, when we volunteer, we feel good. We're smile. We're on our best behavior. It might be fake, but you see, when you do it enough times, it becomes real. That's what meditation's about. Let me repeat. When you do it enough times, it becomes real. Do you know why? It's called familiarity or habituation. So therefore, when you guys do a setup puja together, you do a setup retreat together, it's so beautiful. When you guys are on a committee or you're doing this Dharma or that Dharma or you're working in this department, that department, it's so beautiful. Do you know why? You get something you don't get anywhere else. That the more you do this, the happier you will become. No matter how difficult it is in the beginning. Do you know why? Because you're working from the truth. What is that? Not judging people. You can judge, but don't judge people, judge everyone. Does everybody understand how that makes sense? That's it. That is it. I don't want to talk too long because I already talked to you earlier. I just want to highlight this. Never give up on anyone. Never just simply throw them out. If you need to throw them out for 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, throw them out for 1, 2 year. But your mind should think, no, I'm going to get them back later. I'm going to wait for the time. Never give up on anyone. Never generalize from one person everything and then you give up. Never. If you admire your teachers, if you admire your masters, if you admire Dharma, if you admire, that's the principal key in Dharma, is never giving up. It's called Tsundru in one of the 6 paramitas. Tsundru, not giving up. If you want to come out from your depression, that's what you need to do. And you know what? If you want KWPC to come up, then the very people doing it, that's us, must work for KWPC from that basis. Then KWPC will last after we're dead. And then after we spend, $350 billion on it, it won't be wasted. Why work so hard, build KWPC, and then when we're dead, it's dead and it's gone? Why? Look, I've got other ways to spend my life. I've got better ways to spend my life. It's not going to last. I'm not going to build an institution that lasts 10, 20 years. How long am I going to be alive? then you say, oh, but Rinpoche, you'll get praise. You'll be honored. They'll scatter flowers on you. Save it. I don't need no flowers scattered. I get flowers every day. I get more flowers than any girl in this room. You don't even remember the last time you got flowers, do you? Never mind. You're cute anyway. Because when I said that, she's like, flowers. Name 1961, one stop. No. That's what happens when you become a housewife. They're like, whatever. But when you're a Rinpoche, you're timeless. You get flowers every day, bouquets. And if you don't get flowers every day so you don't lose face, you buy it yourself, put it there. When people walk in, wow, Rinpoche got flowers. Yes. So, doing retreats together, doing Dharma work together, doing volunteer work, and being steady in the department is very beneficial. Do you know why? Because you start to stop focusing on yourself and you learn to focus on other people. And you learn to pray for other people and not just yourself. Sure, you don't become a saint overnight, but you can become better. Remember my Dharma talk tonight, which is on not individualizing a person so that you don't become angrier, more depressed, more bitter, and you run. Don't. What's the other choice? Individualize it. You use your intelligent, educated minds and think about what I said tonight. I didn't come here to tell you to pray, give you some special mantra, give you initiation. I gave you the Dharma. And I want everybody to think about what I explained today. I explained it from my heart with a lot of love and a lot of care and a lot of sincerity. Do you know why I came? Let me tell you why. Because I felt what I said on the phone didn't go in deep enough, and I didn't want this opportunity to go by. All of you made an effort to come, so I need to give you some Dharma. That's the best gift we can give people is Dharma. That's the best gift a Sangha can give anyone is Dharma. I mean, you guys support me so well. You know, every day I bring my black bowl, and I go to one of your houses to get my food. You know, monks, they have a black bowl, and they come to your house, and then you put food in it. Well, I went to all your houses in one day. I know. I've been hiding the black bowls under my bed and eating when nobody's watching. Seriously speaking, that's the best thing a monk can give you, is Dharma. And that's what I did. Become happier people, everybody. By not individualizing and stop blaming. You become more and more angry if you keep saying, why are you like that? Why are you like this? Why is it like that? Why do you do this? Why? Become like a chanting. Why? When you walk in, we're like, why? Stop. You won't be happier. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot it's not a table, it's a relic. Gotta stop. All right? I'm not going to the center anymore because he upset me. She upset me. Oh, come get over it. You don't want to be a Buddha because of one person? Wake up. One person, you don't want to be a Buddha. Yo. Oh, if I go there, they're going to give me a Dharma job and I don't want to do it, but I want to save the world. I want to benefit everyone. I want to help everyone. I want to really do something. Give me. All right. Can you type this out? No, I'm busy. Can you clean that up? No, I've got a numb hand. Can you go over here and set up the cushions? But I don't get off of work till 12 midnight. So whatever work they give you, it's always no. Everything is no. So what work can they give you? Can you go home, wash your hair, eat, and have bubbly and go out and party? Yeah, I can do that. That's a great instruction. Come on. Whatever work people give you, whatever assignment your guru or your Dharma brothers and sisters give you, cannot this, cannot that, cannot this, cannot that, and you're still going, can I have Dharma work? Because I'm really sincere. And kata. Don't you know people like that? You give them so many assignments, they quit, they run. You give them an assignment, the minute you're turning around, they're like, you're like, hey, you didn't finish. You're like, but. Don't you know people like that? And then they come back and they go, oh, but I really want to benefit Dharma. I really love Dharma. I really want to collect merit. Can you give me some job? Let me give you a job. Don't ask for any job. Stay home. And if you're really desperate, you tell them, please do some mantras for etc. Oh, I can do that. Can I do it at home? Yes. Can I do that watching TV? Yes. Can I do that in toilet? Yes. You can do it any way you want. How many? 10 billion? Come and see me when you finish 10 billion etc. mantras. They're like, oh. Well, what else can you give them? They can't do anything. Isn't it people like that? They want to save the world, but they can't do anything. Rinpoche is going to give a Dharma talk. It's going to be past 11 o'clock. I got to go to sleep. I got to go sleep. I got to wake up early so that I don't look old and tired and fat and bored, but you already look like that. Oh. I know, low blow. For the Dharma, anything can. Why? Because when you do Dharma, anything can, you benefit so many people. For others, any burden I can accept, I will take it. For others, I will accept it. Isn't that what made Jesus, totally famous? They know not what they do, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Well, you don't want to go to bed thinking they know what they're doing. I hate them, kata. No, you got to think good. You got to think real good. For the sake of others, for the sake of your spiritual enlightenment, for the sake of your Dharma practice, get involved and do Dharma work. And be steady and be sincere and do it well. Be kind to everybody. Come before puja, help set up, and go after puja, and after puja, help set up. Don't be like before, right at puja, you show up like da 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 da, and then you're like, oh holy schmoly, oh my ya just so, oh my ya just so, oh my just so, and then when they're finished, you throw this in the air, you're out the door. Come on. Oops, not you lah, not you. You don't look like me at all. Now, very simple. Do whatever you can, not do what you feel you can do. So, do whatever you can. Remember, please remember my last words. If you want to be depressed, and you want to be unhappy, and you want to eventually become bitter and very angersome, and you see examples that are around you, if you want that, always do things for yourself, whatever justification you want to put on it. Always do things for yourself. If you want to be admired, loved, be beneficial, use your life in a wonderful way, you've changed people's lives, you change your own life, and you really feel happy, maybe not in the conventional way. You know what? Happiness doesn't come from conventional ways. You can be happy alone. You can be happy with a partner, without a partner. You can be happy rich or not rich. You can be happy with long hair or short hair. You can be happy any way you want as long as your attitude is correct. Don't think happiness only comes from conventional methods of what you've been brought up to believe. It's not true. It's not true. If it was true, you'd be always happy. Always. Second thing is, if you are in a spiritual practice, if you consider yourself spiritual or you're involved, okay, if I dare say some of you think you're my students or whatever, or you want to be, or want to take refuge, whatever. All that's wonderful. Those are ceremonies and that's beautiful. You want to, you don't want to. It doesn't do a thing for me. Look, 5,000 of you take refuge, 5 of you take refuge, 1 of you take refuge. If I'm going to go to heaven, I'm going to go to heaven. If I'm not, I'm not. The end. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with me. So, the first sign that you're absorbing what I'm saying is you get along with people you don't get along with. And you make an effort. You make an effort with the people you've been hurting, damaging, controlling, bullying, pushing, abusing. You stop it. Yeah, you stop it. The second thing you should do is take up a Dharma work and go all the way. Do you know why? The best remedy for depression, unhappiness, anger is charity work. That's the best. And we are a charitable organization. The thing that makes you closer to a yidam, or especially a protector, is not how many mantras you do. It's not how well you do the black tea. It's not how much you offer. It's how less your selfishness is. If your selfishness is less, Setrap would be very pleased. You know why? He's a Dharma protector, not a monster protector. If Setrap was a monster protector, if you become more meaner, more ugly, more selfish, Setrap will help you more what? That's why when you become meaner and uglier and more selfish, Setrap cannot help you because he's not a monster protector. Okay? He protects spiritual beings to become more spiritual. So hence, if you're a monster, does that mean he won't help you? He'll help you once in a blue moon. He won't overdo it so you become a bigger monster. Why? Because he has compassion. All right? I'm sure there are no monsters in this room. It's my perception, of course. And my perception can be wrong. Now, so therefore, but what's very important is this, is the more you do Dharma practice and study and help and volunteer, All the Dharma work and Dharma help and Dharma departments are meant to lessen your selfishness. When you say you don't have time to do Dharma work, it's a very clear indication you're very selfish. That's why it's called Dharma work. So if you're selfish, I'm not blaming you or putting you down or saying you're bad. You reap the karma of being selfish. The karma comes to you. No offense. All right? So therefore, when you want to do these pujas, if you want them very effective, the more selfless you are, the more effective you are. That's why very high practitioners, they just tell the protector to do this, without rituals. The protector will do it upon their word. You know why? Because whatever they ask the protector to do is not for themselves. The protector will be closer and more loving and caring for you if you are more giving to other people. If you always think about yourself, how do you expect the protector to help you? His job is not to help you become more selfish. Having said that, you can have relationships. You can eat good food. You can dress. You can have apartments. You can have a job. You can have all of that. It's all right. But remember, priority should be work that benefits others, not work that benefits yourself. Then your life will be more balanced and happy. And remember, everything that I've said, we'll put it online. Please listen to it again, not because I have a fabulous voice, but because what I'm saying, if you remind yourself, there'll be a difference in your life. If there's a difference in your life, then the whole purpose of me being here, the 30 years I've given my life to Dharma, creating the center, would have been fulfilled. I've given everything I have to the Dharma. My youth, my time, my years. I've given over 30 years of my life to the Dharma, and I will give the next 30 years till I'm dead. That's a promise. So if you respect me, if you like me, if you're listening to me, if you think I'm something great, it's not because I am, it's because of what I'm doing. So if I do more of this, more people think I'm great and respect me, right? But that's not just for me, that's for all of you. If we do work for others, everybody will love you and respect you, no matter what you look like, how you are, rich or poor, it doesn't matter anymore. The purpose is to bring happiness to others and yourself through work that is selfless. And you can't do selfless work overnight, but start and make it consistent until it becomes a habituation. Get along with everybody. Get along with people traditionally you have not got along with. Don't control people. Don't tell them what to do. Don't force them. Don't hurt them. I'm not talking about if you're a supervisor. If you're a supervisor, if you're the president of the United States, Obama, I say, don't control anybody. He'd be like, but I'm kind of like the president. Of course not like that. You know what I mean. Through selfishness, wanting things your way. When I say don't control people, it means through selfishness, wanting to hurt them, want to upstage them, want to press them down, want to suppress them. Not that. And then if you say, but I have a better idea, I'm smarter than them. Maybe you are, but you know what? No one's going to listen to you because you hurt their feelings. So how smart you are, you're going to end up alone. What's the point of being smart if nobody likes you? What's the point of being smart when you walk in, everybody walks out? What's the point of being smart when you walk in, everybody keeps quiet? You think, oh, I'm the big boss. I kept quiet because they came. No, it's because they feel sorry for you. They're like, oh, poor thing. Hasn't matured yet. All right? So be kind to everybody around you. Really. Start with the people that you have hurt and damaged. And if they don't like you, you don't have to go and chase after them all day, but you do your best from your side. Don't give up, because whatever faults you see in a person is not the individual fault, it's the fault of everything we live in. That's why we have a Dharma center. That's why we're practicing Dharma. That's why you're not a Buddha. Hello? Everybody runs around, they think they're a Buddha. That's why, oh, I'm disappointed. A disappointed Buddha? A depressed Buddha? A Buddha that gave up? Oh, look, Mr. Buddha, I give up. But you're a Buddha. I know, but I give up. What kind of Buddha is that? There's no Buddhas that give up. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? Come on, a lot of sense. Remember that. Let go of your anger by letting go of how you perceive things should be and individualizing each situation. It's the nature of samsara for everything to go upside down. It's the nature of samsara that it has to die. It's the nature of samsara for it to go down. It is the nature of samsara to lose everything. It's the nature of samsara to become dirty, to rot, and it becomes nothing. That's the nature of samsara, and no one in this room can do anything about it. So accept it. So while you're here, do the best you can before it's too late. If you do the retreats well, as I said earlier, your own problems will disappear. Do you know why? When you pray for others, and you do things for others, it's the best way to clear obstacles for yourself. Do you know why? Because the obstacles are created from selfishness. So if you reduce selfishness, the cause of the obstacles become purified. The obstacles go away. If you come and you keep praying only for yourself, you create even more obstacles. You say, how can I pray to Setra and create more obstacles? Setra doesn't give you the obstacle. Your attitude gives you the obstacle. Does everybody understand? So therefore, when you pray for others, you benefit others, you work for others, you purify your karma for your own obstacles. That's why Dharma work is one of the best types of work for purifying obstacles. Even the monks in the monastery must go make bread or clean or wash for their teachers or the monastery to purify obstacles, to understand the Dharma. Even in the monastery. So when you do Dharma work, good motivation. When you work as a Dharma community, you purify a lot of obstacles. You know why? Because you're lessening your selfish mind for others. The cause of lessening Dharma obstacles is doing work for others. So if you're doing work for others, you can nod vigorously. If you're not, you're just nodding to yourself in the air. So what you need to do is do Dharma work. How much? How little? Up to you. Stable. The key word is stable. And then you'll see things become better and better in your life. Your mind will become happier because it serves others. From that merit, things become better for yourself. Okay, good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. No, let's go. And 한국 계시다.
생평으로 drive.
Yeah, let's go. Close the door. Otherwise, I'll be here for 2-3 hours. Hurry, let's go. They can hear me. Oh, no, let's go. 2 hours, let's go.